So I'm sure by now we've all seen that the WWE will take WrestleMania to Saudi Arabia. Now, I just want to start this off by saying there's nothing wrong with having big shows in Saudi Arabia, because this is nothing against that country and what they have going on. But I think when you look at that press conference and the look on almost all of the wrestler faces, it speaks volumes about how people feel about this move. I remember the first time that the WWE went to Saudi Arabia. Some of the wrestlers opted not to even make the travel. It's funny how money changes everything around us. And all of a sudden, Saudi Arabia seems to be the go-to destination for the WWE. And we know that money is the root and source of that decision. I'm still not understanding why next year's WrestleMania is back in Las Vegas, other than TKO owns WWE. And for those of us that know, TKO seems to be a company that's operated out of Las Vegas. So from that standpoint, I get it. But that's the office. We're talking about the Super Bowl of professional wrestling. And for the first time in a long time, or if ever, we're going to see WrestleMania in the same city back-to-back years. We're already getting off to a bad start, WWE. And then now, the next year after this back-to-back Vegas trip, the first time that WrestleMania is out of the country, we're going to Saudi Arabia, where a lot of the wrestlers seem to be pissed off that this is even happening, including guys like The Undertaker. And we all know how much of a team player he is to the WWE. So to even see the disdain and the disgust in his face, it kind of sets the precedence to this WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia. We just saw one of the best crowds in France with Clash in Paris. And that's no exaggeration, because whether it was Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown or Clash in Paris, those fans were some of the best that we've ever seen in this company's history. That's what we love to see as fans. We love to see the real energy and excitement from the crowd. And those people in Paris lost their damn minds from the time they sat down in that building. Regardless what was going on in the ring, the fans made that show bigger than probably what it was intended to be. For me, that sets the tone for how you take WrestleMania out of the country. I've always been under the impression that if the WWE took WrestleMania to the UK, it would be one of the greatest shows that professional wrestling has ever thrown. These are facts, and all you have to do is go back and watch those type of shows to see the type of excitement and the energy that I'm referring to. Every WWE show that we've seen in Saudi Arabia, I don't know if anybody realizes it or not, but those shows haven't lived up to its expectations. It's just something about when these athletes compete in that country, they're not bringing 100%. I'm not trying to say that they're selling the fans short, but it's something going on mentally for these competitors when they step foot in Saudi Arabia. Again, there are a lot of reasons behind the scenes why the men and the women in the company don't like to travel to that particular place in the world. And it's just such a shame, because you see that type of mentality spill over into the actual show. And for me, each time that I've seen a WWE show in Saudi Arabia, it just wasn't it. And it's almost like it's a wasted trip, other than the money. And we already know that's the thing that brings us back to this entire discussion in the first place. The thing that's crazy about taking WrestleMania out to Saudi Arabia is the fact that I just learned that the Royal Rumble will also be in Saudi Arabia. So the WWE has doubled down with this dumb. It's just getting to a point where you really feel the heart and soul starting to leave the WWE. It felt like the morality, and it feels like the excitement and the passion is slowly but surely starting to leave this company. We get glimpses of hopes here and there, but then now that we're seeing how WrestleMania is about to go to Saudi Arabia when even the wrestlers don't want to perform there, it's just something about that that's killing the spirit of professional wrestling. Especially when we just came from Paris and we seen the way that those people act. Even if we just look at the way that those fans react to an AJ Styles. Just that reaction alone is good enough for the price of admission. Even that reaction alone should solidify why the WWE needs to take his to Paris for WrestleMania. And then now you're actually going to have the Royal Rumble in the same place as that WrestleMania. It's so many things that are changing in the WWE little by little. And TKO have their fingerprints all over those decisions. I've been very critical of a lot of things that Triple H has signed off on when it comes to WWE. I'm not letting Triple H off the hook for any of it, but I think I'm starting to understand that maybe a lot of those decisions were just out of his hand. Clearly, TKO is holding Triple H and the WWE against this creative will. I kind of speculated that before, and I asked Triple H to blink twice if this was the case. I think it's safe to say without any signals or any type of warnings, the WWE is being held hostage by its new owners. Everything from these ticket prices to these locations for the big shows to even the way they're handling contracts with some of the potential stars that they have. I'm really starting to feel like the morality in the WWE continues to decline. And I think 2026 is going to be a big year in that decline. It's pretty much already being written right before our very eyes. Royal Rumble and WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia. Let's not forget about ESPN cutting their deal with the WWE, and now fans are being charged more money for the premium live events, including WrestlePalooza or whatever the hell this is about to be coming on next weekend. As much as I want to be excited for the future of the WWE, as a true fan, I just don't know what to make of it anymore. I really don't know what to believe. This is really like a roller coaster ride. It's the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. I'm not sure the direction that we're heading in as wrestling fans, but I gotta say, it's just not a good feeling. I was actually excited a week ago when I was standing out in front of Allstate Arena for John Cena's final SmackDown, as well as AJ Lee's return to the company. That's one of those high moments on this roller coaster with the WWE. And just a week and a half later, out here in Dallas, Texas, I don't know what the hell to feel. I don't know what's about to go on. And as much as we criticize the WWE, I think I could speak for all fans when I say we're not looking forward to the company putting on shows. We're not signing up for the WWE to completely fall off. We're here because we're true fans of professional wrestling. And we want to see great events, and we want to see even better matches. So this is almost starting to feel like a dark day for WWE fans, because every time we hear a report or a story, it's something heartbreaking and completely off the path of what Vince McMahon started in the first place.